What the was that?
WTF. So today's WTF actually takes place in the world of sports fandom, and obviously my lack of it, because I haven't been flashing my boobs at games. Gotta make sure I say that specifically.
Pause.
There has been somewhat of an uptick, a rising, some would say, in the amount of boob flashing taking place at sporting events. And a little while back, we did a video in regards to a woman by the name of Danny Banks who was flashing her boobs at a Raiders game. I don't know why she was at a Raiders game, but it happened. Either way, I thought that video was just a fun video to do, talk about boobs, get some clicks, and the world will move on. But obviously, there have been plenty of things that didn't hit my desk in regards to boob flashing, and I am a person who prides himself in their hashtag research to where I need to cover all that stuff. So since I missed a bunch of stories in regards to boob flashing at sporting events, I'm going to take the time today to go ahead and talk about those. So we've all been watching the Olympics in support of our country in hopes that they bring home a gold medal. Now, recently there was a women's tennis match where a fan thought their level of support should be flash my boobs. Now, you may be saying to yourself, hey, how much does that really matter? If it's a woman flashing her boob to women participants in a women's tennis match, you know, I mean, how big of a deal is that? I mean, in a nutshell, not that big of a deal, but her son was sitting right next to her when that happened. So, I mean, the timing. In her defense, she was wearing like a swimsuit top under the shirt. So I'm not really sure what the effect she was trying to get by flashing her boobs since she wasn't truly topless. But geez, right next to your son, you've basically made sure he gets teased for the rest of his life while he's in school. So I'm not really getting that. Her name was never really released. It didn't seem like it was an OnlyFans moment. I'm not sure what the ultimate goal was. But I will tell you what the ultimate effect was, is that the U.S. lost that particular match, and that took away that women's tennis gold medal for us. So maybe think about, you know, flashing at games that are important to us, and maybe costing us a medal and maybe ruining your son's life. Now, on to our next story. There was I mean, if you follow the NHL playoffs that just recently passed by, the Oilers were in the Western Conference Finals. And there was an Oiler fan in the crowd that kind of got really into the game. The Oilers were doing well. She wanted to show her support by flashing her boobs. Now, you may say, hey, everybody else was into it. If you look at the video, everybody's truly into it. How bad is this? Well, the Oilers lost the Western Conference Finals after that happened. So I'm not sure that there was the plus minus benefit. It wasn't a true benefit outside of the fans because the players actually, they lost. Next story. So there was recently there's always a UFC event going on, but we're going to go back to UFC 299 because this was a little while, and I think it's probably been like 2 or 3 events that's happened since then, where there was a OnlyFans model by the name of Haley Davies. I believe she was like an ex to one of the Pauls or something like that. Well, she decided to show her support for MMA by flashing multiple times in the stands. I believe it's not any particular match. I think Sean O'Malley headlined that fight. I'm not a big Sean O'Malley fan. He headlined that fight. He won, so it did not affect him, and all the other championship holders ended up winning their matches. What's the bad result on this? People and the fans got happy. The fighters still won their fights. Well, I mean, she got banned, so now she can never go back to another UFC fight again because of all of the flashing. So, I mean, if it was you're gonna flash me, I kind of want you to still be there. All right. Last story that I have on here. There was a big communication portal. I think it was called The Portal that was put up in New York. So that way they could, in Dublin, Ireland. So that way they can connect 2 different types of people together and kind of foster, I guess, a union and communication between 2 countries who would normally never really talk. I mean, we would talk to Ireland, but people who would never really speak to each other. So what is a great way to support and show that your love for, you know, partnership and friendship between countries? By flashing your boobs to the people of Dublin, Ireland. Yes, there was a woman, and I believe her name was Ava Lewis, also another OnlyFans model, who decided this is my moment to make sure I pick up a bunch of fans in Ireland by flashing my boobs on the street to a whole nother country. The benefit, or the negative that happened from this, is that she got the portal shut down. Jeez. I'm not sure where it's at right now. It may be back up, but I'm sure there's probably some rules set in place so that way this never happens again. All right. So those were the stories that I missed somehow coming across my desk in regards to boob flashing. I guarantee you guys this will never happen again. I will keep up to date on all the blue flashings that goes on, especially when it happens in a public setting like this. Please tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. Obviously, if you followed these stories and if there's any updates, maybe I didn't get a chance to cover in here, please tell me what the updates of those were below. Like, I want to know what's going on with that portal thing. Has it gotten worse? Are they showing more? Is it just not just boobs? Is it boobs and vajayjay? What's going on? Either way, tell me what you guys think about that in the comments below. And if this is the first time that you're on the channel, I always ask, why'd you start with WTF? We do other videos on the channel. We've actually expanded quite a bit. I feel like there's a lot of videos that are dropping every day, so make sure you subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of them when they do drop. All right, so for WTF and me coming back, I know it's been a while. I took a vacation for a little bit. We'll get back on these, especially if there's boob flashing. You guys take care.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down, patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it. Top flight.